let's get in positions, everyone. Camera 1 into a 2-second pre-roll. Camera 1, track left. Oh, good luck. Watch your focus, fellas. We're on the air.
Kids wanna know. Kids wanna know. Kids wanna know.
Welcome back to Kids Want to Know. I'm Chris Eddy. You know, throughout history, there's been a unique group of people who have broken barriers. Jackie Robinson was the first African-American baseball player to play in the major leagues. Our next story is about a unique group of young women who are about to join this elite group. Our special correspondent for Kids Want to Know, Nicole Dietrich, has the details.
On my first assignment, I felt it was important to do a story about girls and women. And what better place to start than the new women's professional basketball team from Sacramento, the Monarchs. They're a part of the new WNBA, but this league is important to more than just the players.
Well, I think it means a lot of different things to different people, you know, to women who this came kind of late for. I think they're excited that it is providing opportunities finally for people, for women. I think for children, it just gives them something to look at and say, God, I could do that someday, and provides a lot of excitement for young girls, for teenage girls, for anyone who's involved in basketball and athletics on any level.
They've tried to have women's pro basketball leagues before, but they just haven't worked. But this league is different. They have something they never had before, help from the NBA, and the players are loving it. Was it like what you thought it would be like playing in the WNBA?
It's better. It's better. It's great to be able to get paid to do something that you love to do every single day. Is great. I couldn't ask for anything better.
It's very exciting. It's kind of overwhelming because it's just like a dream come true. So it's somewhat, it has met my expectations.
And it's even impressing some of the players on the men's side.
I think it's great. It's about time because a lot of the women had to go overseas to play basketball professionally. And finally they can stay at home where their families and friends can watch them play on a professional level. I think it's wonderful.
Now, there are some differences between the men's and the women's basketball game, like the basketball. But according to at least one NBA player, the women work just as hard, if not harder.
In some ways, they play a lot harder than some of the guys we have in the NBA, you know, because they have a lot that they're working for. A lot of pride's involved, and just the league itself, the success of the league is involved. Whereas, you know, if you look at some of the NBA teams, most guys, you know, get a little hangnail, they sit on the sideline. But these women, they're fighting every day.
Many of these players didn't have a female sports star to look up to as a role model, so they are looking to become one themselves.
It wasn't really who I looked up to. There were just a lot of people who doubted me, who didn't think I could make it. And my motivation was to try and prove those people wrong. I want to give kids a sense of hope. I want them to look at me and say, you know what, I'm short like she is, and maybe, you know, if I'm working hard, I can get where she is one day. And hopefully, if I just help one girl get to fulfill her dream like I did, then I'll be doing my job.
Now, some people might think that because these women are big stars now, their friends might treat them differently, but that's not true.
Most of the friends that I have are friends that I've had before I started actually playing professional basketball. So I think that, I have friends just because of who I am and not because of the sport I play.
I've always been the same person, whether I play pro ball or whatever I do, and my friends are always going to be my friends. So they treat me the same old Chantel as I'm off the court and on the court. So it's really not them looking up to me. They're proud of me, but they just treat me the same old way.
And being a woman and playing in this league can have an effect on families, both in a good way.
My husband, he's very supportive of me playing. I've played overseas for several years, and he's traveled with me, and now he's excited I'm back in the States to play where he can, be in the States and see me play.
And a not-so-good way.
I know you have 2 kids. Is it hard being a mom and playing professional basketball?
Yeah, sure. It's extremely hard to be a professional basketball player and a mommy. But I think my job is just as hard as any woman in corporate America or any woman who works outside of the home.
But overall, I don't think these players would trade places with anyone. Their job is to play basketball, something we think is just a game. They've taught me that if you work hard and put your heart and soul into it, you can do just about anything. even become a television reporter.
Give me yours first now. You the big time reporter. To Chantel, Chantel. That might be famous one day.